Seeking English S.A.T. Workbook, page 377, problem 1. Both questions 1 and 2 on this page refer to the same graph. And if you do not have the book, you probably will not be looking at the graph. So this video will not help you. If you do have the book, let's talk about it. Question 1, the total cost C in dollars of producing W widgets with a machine is shown in the graph. Okay, which of the following is the best description of the slope of the graph? A, the fixed cost of the machine. B, the number of widgets produced per hour. C, the increase in cost to produce one more widget. And D, the total number of widgets produced. Now, if we can talk about how each of these answers relate to the graph. That will make a little bit more sense than simply telling you what the correct answer inevitably must be. The fixed cost of the machine. If you look at the graph, it appears the fixed cost of the machine is 5. That is what exactly that means. I'm not sure, but that's where at 0 widgets the machine itself costs 5. Is that per day, per something? I don't know. But that would be that's the number that relates to the fixed cost of the machine in some way, the 5, which is your starting point at 0 widgets. B, the number of widgets produced per hour. Let's take a look at this graph. Is time mentioned anywhere at all on the graph? Hours, minutes, days, years, anything? It appears not. It appears that this the vertical dimension is cost, and horizontal dimension is widgets produced. So time doesn't seem to be treated in the graph at all. So answer B can't be that. C, the increase in cost to produce one more widget. We'll come back to this one. D, the total number of widgets produced. The total number of widgets produced would be what you see if you follow that line from 0 widgets off to the right side of the graph at whatever point that line cuts off. But it doesn't show that. The graph doesn't actually necessarily indicate how many widgets are produced because that line, it's unclear. Does it continue, or is it just a function line that doesn't actually show production but just shows the relationship between cost per unit cost and units produced? It's unclear what the actual production is. The graph seems to show what would happen if you produced various amounts of widgets in terms of the cost. So it's not D just because the graph doesn't really indicate whether or not real widgets are actually being produced. Letter C is the correct answer. The increase in cost to produce one more widget. And again, if you look at 0 widgets is going to cost $5. Why? Well, because that's where you start. You can't start without the fixed costs. Okay. At 1 widget, it looks like you've got $6. At 2 widgets, looks like you've got $7. At 3 widgets, yes, it's a straight line. Every time you produce one more widget, it seems to cost you $1. Okay, so it's going to be whatever the cost is going to be, $1 per widget plus the fixed cost of $5. Any questions? Please leave them in the comment section. But I think this is pretty transparent if you just look at the graph and consider again what I've said. Thanks.